Peace. You're locked into the Black Ball Sports Podcast. Friday, August the 8th. We're gonna jump right into it, man. We got preseason starting, practicing starting, the team joint sessions is starting and all that. How'd everything go with your joint sessions the other day?
I mean,
the Patriots, my bad.
It was business as usual. You know what I mean? I think we went out there and got some good work done, seeing what we needed to see, and got the preseason game today. You know what I'm saying? I don't feed too much into it, you know what I mean? Because you never know what's going on within the practice, how the practice is scripted and all this shit. I know people like to get on Twitter and jump on there like it was an actual fucking game. But all in all, I think everything went well. Everything went as according to plan, and we're going to go and hit this preseason game and do what we do, man. I think everything went good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just like sometimes you see teams go undefeated in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? But I think it depends, man, because it really don't matter, but sometimes it does. Like it's like for us, like for example, our cornerback situation looks a little shaky right now.
Right.
Like it's certain things where it's like glaring holes that you can't, you know what I mean, try to say it really don't matter. Now anything could change, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But that might be an issue. At least one side of the field, is cornerback for the Eagles. So yeah, I think we had our game last night with the Bengals. It looked good from a lot of the backups.
Did you I don't mean to cut you off. Did y'all do a joint practice with them too?
No, we just went right into the game.
Got you. Okay.
I think we do a joint practice with Cleveland.
Okay.
Next week.
Word, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, so we jumped right into the game, and you just want to see the players that's supposed to play good.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what you're looking for. So, it is what it is with that.
I didn't see any of y'all game. I don't know what happened. I don't know who started. I don't know the score, nothing. I didn't see anything. But what kind of starters did y'all throw out there yesterday? Did you throw any of your starters on offense or defense out there? I mean, I'm sure
None on offense.
Okay.
Except for like Jahan Dotson.
Okay.
He played but I think that was it. That was it on offense. Defense, okay. a couple of rookies.
Got you.
Got in, and a couple people that's like battling for maybe like a starting position, but it was like nowhere near. But the Bengals put their starters out there for maybe 3 series or something like that. Woo. Yeah, they was out there. They was out there. You know what I mean? Offense looking good, but their defense looking shaky, like usual.
On their side.
Yeah. On their side, we scored 34 points. I mean, they scored 27, but it was up by typical Eagles shit. It seemed like Eagles up by 14, right?
And it's hard to read. Like if y'all didn't have your starters in, it's hard to read. It's just hard to read. Now, if they had their starters in, you don't have Trey Henderson in there, and I don't know if Shamar Stewart, they're a rookie. I know he just signed real late, was playing, but. That defense in Cincinnati, man, that offense is what it is. I think they're going to have one of the most potent offenses in the league. They always do. Right. They got 3 studs, you know what I mean, with their quarterback and their wide receivers. So they always going to be there. But that defense is what's going to stop them from competing for anything serious. So, and then, like you said, it's probably business as usual for y'all. I mean, you had a lot of young pieces, a lot of pieces already in place. So you expect to see certain things. Now, what concerns you about the first preseason game in your cornerback room? I know, what was it, Ringo, and I don't really know.
They got Dory Jackson.
Okay, so what's concerning about them to you?
I mean, they ain't as good as Slay. Shit. I mean, people underestimate Slay a lot, but he's a smart corner and he can still run.
Yeah.
So with those two things, he's gonna get beat a few times, but if you fucking slip up, he's smart enough to know where to be. He's seen all the routes. He's seen everything, you know what I mean? And he can still run. He's not like one of them guys that can't run no more. Like, some guys get there, so he can still probably run like a 4.4. You know what I mean? So he's going to be there. And then, Quinyon Mitchell is locked down as it gets probably in the NFL. You know what I mean? At least his first year, he's been doing good in training camp. So, we ain't been seeing that, and all throughout training camp. And usually what happens in training camp shows up in the game. 9 times out of 10.
Got you.
You know what I mean? You don't really see a guy that's doing shitty in training camp just pop out in the preseason game and kill it. He's already been doing good in training camp. Like, all right, he's been showing flashes here, you know what I mean, or there. So, but we'll see, man. It's just we have to make a move. We want to be solid again. You don't want to have one weak link, which most teams do have multiple weak links.
Right.
But we don't want to have that. Definitely going against the receivers. We got to fucking guard this year. Hell no.
Now let me ask you this, because what was I gonna ask you? All right, yeah, y'all traded with the Raiders for a new cornerback. I don't know much about him. Do you know anything about him and when he's going to get out there and start playing?
Well, so his name is I think Jacorian.
Yeah,
James.
young boy.
Yeah. He's gonna come out this week.
Okay.
He's gonna get an opportunity to start. Eli Ricks, he had interception, dropped it, would have been a pick six. You know what I mean? So it's probably like a 4-man competition, for that. If they don't like, I think if next week, if they don't like it, like any of those guys, they're gonna make a trade for like at least a starting caliber cornerback. Because the Quinyon Mitchell's probably gonna travel with the best receiver this year. At least they've been practicing in training camp to have him travel, with the best cornerback, and at least to give us some, a shot to take away the other top receiver.
Now you got I think in free agency out there still was Seymour. He's still out there, a little older, longer in the tooth, but still solid. I think, he's probably still got a little gas left in the tank. And I think Justin Simmons in the secondary as a safety. You think that there's a chance that Philly looks at either one of them to bring them in the room if things don't go the way y'all think?
Well, Simmons safety, the safety is not too crazy.
Okay.
Right now, what's his name? Then we got Blankenship on one side.
Right.
And then we got Andrew Makuba. He's been hurt. Okay. He's our second-round draft pick. Don't look like he's gonna get on the field anytime soon. Mm-hmm. And Sidney Brown, who is penciled in as a starter right now. So we'll see how that goes. I think if they don't like that, they probably will bring in Simmons. I'd rather go with young blood, the guys that can run. Not saying he can't still play. Yeah. But one thing about Vic Fangio is like if you on the field, you're gonna be able to play.
Right.
Like you won the position. He's not gonna put nobody on the field because they a pick. Or because of this, if you're gonna be a player and you're gonna be the best guy in that position if you're gonna be on the field.
Right.
So that's a positive thing.
So with that said, do you talked about Simmons? Do you see them trying to bring in a Gilmore, or do you think they'll kind of continue with the young boys you got?
I don't see us bringing in a more old guy. I think it'll be a trade. We got so much draft capital, so much we could do. I think if somebody's not happy, disgruntled somewhere. I think the Eagles try to go pull him. I don't know who that is. They're talking about Kendall Fuller and a couple other people, out there. But, somebody that could come right in and play if these guys don't work out. Kendall
Fuller, was he in Miami? He's in Miami still? I think he's still in
Miami. I think so. But I don't want him. I never heard his name come up. I wish Slay would have stayed, really, for one more year. I'd have felt very comfortable with Slay. Because I know he can still play the game at a high level.
Yeah, he's still faster than Kendall Fuller is, and I'm probably still faster than Stephon Gilmore. Fuller got knee issues, man, so that's a tough one.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's still early. Hopefully, we get that in order. But everywhere else, I think we'll be, edge rusher. We'll see how that goes. I think we'll be good there. Defensive tackles will be good. Linebackers, I think will be straight. And offense, I think it's going to be, just as, if not more explosive than it was last year. So we'll see. Defense might be the issue, though.
That's crazy. The defense was definitely a strong point last year. That's for damn sure. God damn, probably had one of the best defenses the Ravens. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. So we'll see. Well, I don't know, but that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with us tonight. It's tough. I'm gonna be looking at a lot of the younger players. I think a lot of the second year and first year players will get out there and play and kind of just evaluate where they're at. I don't see a lot of our offense playing. Terry, obviously, he's in his situation and not going to go out there and start Jaden. I don't know how much the offensive line. Maybe Connolly, our rookie right tackle, get some burn. But, yeah, man, I'm looking at the young boys, seeing what they do out there and trying to just put some good shit on tape and see what happens. You can't really get caught up in the score and caught up in the other shit. But you still want to put good film out there and you still, you don't want to get blown out even if it's a fucking preseason game. So we'll see.
Yeah. We got this young wide receiver. I think his name is Elijah Cooper, if I'm not mistaken, looking real good too. He might make the team. Nice. You know what I mean? He played real good yesterday. So backup quarterback looking real good, Tanner McKee.
Good.
I think he gonna be starting somebody next year, most likely.
So y'all that's trade bait right there.
Yeah, maybe not this year, but he's gonna command a starting position. He's gonna, he's that good. All you gotta do is just watch the film, on him, and you can see. And all their starters weren't playing, but I think maybe 85% of their starters were playing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, but still, it's still the NFL at the end of the day, regardless of who's playing. You know what I mean? So some guys might not make it, but yeah.
Got to put out good tape. You got to put out whatever you're playing. You got to put out good tape, man. Now, what's up? Like, I know the second game of this preseason, we play the Bengals on Monday night, and I think that our starters may play a couple series a little more, and I think that they already said their starters are going to play a half. Like, they're trying to come out the gates a little hotter than what they have in the previous years, that being the Bengals. As far as the Eagles in that Cleveland game, do you see any of your starters playing, or you think you guys will stick to tradition and kind of sit your starters out to the regular season?
I think they'll stick to tradition. I Jalen Hurts will play, but I don't know. I don't see a need to.
Okay, I was going to ask you, do you want to?
Yeah, if I was the coach, I maybe like a series or two.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And but I think that will be good. It's a lot of games. Even if you drop a couple games, like we did last year, we was 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we caught fire. So I don't. Even though it's a way harder schedule this year, I don't think teams are gonna be able to stop us.
Now, how's the offense gelling with the new offensive coordinator? I don't even know his name, but how's everything going?
It looked good yesterday. It looked good. It wasn't missing a beat. Different quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The running game was on point. We shredded him in the running game yesterday. You know what I mean? And what I also think is like Barkley's he's not going to get as much carries. I think that if we get a lead, we're going to mix the other backs in, AJ Dillon, and the young boy from Syracuse. He had a nice little big run last night because he sort of is like similar. He has good speed and size like Saquon. I'm not saying he is Saquon, but I just think that's going to be like if we get up 14, all right, let's get these guys the ball because you don't want that extra wear and tear on Saquon. It's something, somebody gets hurt when we up 14. So put these guys in and let them run. That's what I think they're going to do this year with AJ Dillon and the other back.
All right, that's what's up. We'll see what
happens. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of skeptical about it, but we'll see. It's a long season. You never know how things could go. And I think injury, is probably one of the things that could hold us back. If somebody gets injured, AJ at a key position, or Jalen Hurts or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know teams are going to be gunning for us. They're going to be coming and but I think if we stick with the same formula, I think we should, should be at least a decent, team. But the defense was like kind of got me. I'm not worried about the offense. The defense, like, all right, it's hard. It's going to be hard to perform like that 2 years in a row. You can forget about it.
Yeah. I mean, still going to be one of the top teams in the NFC. You think about where the landscape in the NFC is. As hard as it is for me to say, you're probably still the most talented roster offensively and defensively in the NFC. And then when you look at what's going on in LA with Matt Stafford, his question mark, I told you a couple months ago, that's a serious, his back is fucked up. He's getting epidurals and I don't know what's going on. This may be his last year. And then he's getting older, man. He's getting older. And then we play y'all twice a year, you know what I mean? So that's always going to be a battle. And then who knows if it's going to be a third time, but it's just always going to be a battle. And then Tampa and the Detroit, I mean, I think you guys got the most continuity, even though you guys changed offensive coordinators as far as a team perspective. So you're going to be up there, man. I hope somebody can knock you off, and I hope it's us. But to say y'all won't be up there, that's laughable. Y'all will be there. That's a fact.
And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like if you got good players, it makes it easier. I mean, any coach, if you got some good-ass players, it's like if you ain't got nothing to work with, you're going to look like shit.
Word.
But we can go out there and probably call plays, and the motherfuckers execute them shit. It's just knowing what to call at the right time. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why I was hoping y'all got rid of Howie when y'all drafted old boy. What was that wide receiver's name y'all got in front of Jefferson? I was praying that year y'all fired Howie. Because right after that dude caught fire like never before.
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, well, Howie, like, you kind of just don't worry because he kind of got a knack, like, for even the draft now. Like, that was like a shaky point.
Right.
Draft. He kind of is kind of found, I think, his groove. And like knowing who to pick and knowing who to mix in. He makes mistakes. But it's overshadowed. When you got 5 or 6 guys that's starting, that was in the draft, the free agents you're bringing in is golden and shit like that. But we need guys from this year's draft. We need Jahai Campbell, who I think he's going to start. He's playing real good. Dropped the interception yesterday. We need Makuba, who's been injured all fucking preseason. We need these guys to come in. Ty Robinson had a sack on Burrow yesterday, our DT.
Okay.
From Nebraska. Like, we need product, just like last year. We had Cooper and Kent Quinion. That's going to be the key. If these guys can't come in and give us nothing, it's gonna be tough.
Who's your X factor out of your draft? I mean, obviously, Jahad Campbell, the number 1 pick, is probably going to be the most ready. But who's your wild card out of your draft class? It's like, all right, keep an eye on him. That might be the one that nobody sees coming.
Man, I don't know if I could even say right now.
Is it Jahad?
I mean, I think he's gonna be good.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, now they preparing him different people and shit already, but you got to prove it on the field. I think he's out here like tackling people. He ain't supposed to tackle people. He's at 100 miles an hour. He's gonna be starting and shit. I would say maybe Ty Robinson, DT from Nebraska, big white boy.
Okay.
The vanilla gorilla, as they call him. I think he's gonna, because he's gonna be in a rotation. So he's got to come in and take Milton Williams, his position and fill that in. Milton, I heard he's been doing good in New England, man. He's a good player. We'll see how he does starting.
Right.
He's a hell of I wish we could have kept him. We couldn't, but that price tag was crazy for us.
Yeah, and price tags are getting high. Motherfuckers start doing good, man. That shit go up.
Yeah. And Sweat, are we gonna miss Sweat, even though he's dragging around one leg and shit?
He's in Arizona, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking beast. He's big. He's like 6'6", 270.
That's a big boy.
You know what I mean?
They were talking about him coming to DC. I didn't want him because of everything you said, but I wouldn't have
He'd have made y'all better. He'd have made y'all better.
I wouldn't have minded him.
Right. Hell yeah. I mean, I don't know why it didn't go for him or Milton. You know what I mean?
Because I think honestly, where we're at right now, I think that Adam Peters is trying to build through the draft and supplement through free. That's why you see a lot of 1-year contracts, 2-year contracts. He's trying to he's trying to reset a roster that was so trash 2 years ago coming in here. So he's signing a lot of 1 years, getting them in, setting an identity, and then kind of supplementing through the draft. So I don't think we're going to see any real high profile free agents coming here. Unless Terry goes next year, we might see a wide receiver. But I think that he's trying to really build through the draft. And once we feel like we have a roster that's like that, then we can kind of supplement with like a high profile dude. I think they're being real selective with their money, as we can see right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hey man, maybe they got a master plan, but I think a lot of people are saying like, yo, y'all need Terry in the building. Like I'm seeing on Instagram, Twitter, it's like it just ain't the same. Even when y'all played the Patriots, it just wasn't the same. Like guys dropping passes that Terry would have caught.
Yep.
And shit like that. You know what I mean? Terry ain't dropping nothing.
Nope.
Nothing. You know what I mean? We know that for a fact.
Not a damn thing. Nothing. We need him. Ain't no secret about it, man. We need him. When you look at the wide receiver room, without him, there is no real number one. Even Noah Brown, like as good as he's not Terry, man. We need him. He needs us. We need him. I think it'll come to some kind of conclusion soon because I don't think Terry's the type of dude that'll sit out all year. And I really don't. I think that now they're kind of starting to flirt and allow him to open the doors for trade markets. And he's seeing that market isn't as good as he thought it might be. Like
the Patriots want him, I heard.
The Patriots
give him. Yeah.
The Patriots want him, but if we ask for a first round pick, are they going to give us a first round and then pay him 34, 35?
Nah, he's not worth the first. Yeah.
That's the hang up right there because we're not letting him go for anything less than a first. And then somebody's going to have to pay him on top of giving up a first. It just doesn't make sense. And I think that right now we'll make sure that we make it as hard as possible for somebody to give up a first and then give up the valuable assets for him. If anybody were to do it, I think it would be New England. But are they willing to give up a first as they're rebuilding? I don't know. And then no one else is. I think no other trade conversation ever really makes. And I'm saying no other trade conversation like New England offered a first. They didn't offer a first. You know what I mean? As far as I know. So, I mean, there is interest, but I think what we're kind of starting to see now is the interest is I'm not willing to give up draft capital and pay you 34, 35 at the same time. So Terry and his people got to kind of find a way to meet us in the middle, and us as an organization have to find a way to meet Terry in the middle. I think it's a lot of nut dragging on both sides. That's just really fucking annoying at this point, man. And I don't know when it's going to end, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't see him sitting out games. So I think that he will be playing at the start of the season. If he misses all the training camp, then you look at that first game against the Giants and that second game right after Thursday night against the Packers. It's like how good or how serviceable is Terry really going to be? You don't want him to go out there and get hurt. So those two games, as far as him playing at a productive level, are at jeopardy if he doesn't get on the field soon. And I don't know, man. I don't have an answer, bro. I really don't.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like either way, because the chemistry. I'm sure y'all added more things in. You ain't just going with the same exact thing that you did last year.
Right.
More wrinkles and more things, and he has to be in different places. So all that stuff is going to take him a few weeks when he does come back to get ain't going to take him long, but it's going to take him some time to get reacclimated.
Right.
To what's going on, and you got to get these reps now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we'll see. I mean, it's a crazy situation. I ain't gonna lie. I thought y'all was gonna pay him. I thought y'all was gonna just, and maybe y'all will, but we'll see.
I see. I think that we'll pay him eventually. But to say that I'm surprised that I'm not surprised about this, I'd be lying to you. I'm surprised that we're here. I'm surprised that Terry is asking for 34, 35. I'm surprised that we're only giving him 25, 26. I'm surprised about the whole thing, man. It's an odd situation. I didn't think we'll be here, and I really wish that I had more answers as to why. Like, what's the thinking on Terry's side? What's the thinking on the Commander's side that we are so far apart that it doesn't seem like a end in sight? What I don't agree with is Orlovsky's, and I like Dan Orlovsky, so I'm not going to beat him up too bad, but people saying we were a dumpster fire all these years, which he's not lying. We were. You owe Terry based off that. Now, that's like an ex-boy. That's like a new boyfriend paying for an ex-boyfriend's debt. Like, I didn't accumulate that debt. I'm not paying for what that motherfucker did. No. Yeah, you were dumpster fire with old ownership and old coaching and old whatever regime. This ain't that. So I'm not going to pay a debt of some other man's bullshit. But at the same time, I do think that he deserves some type of love for all the shit that he's done and all the work that he's put in and the continued work that he's put in. So I'm at a standstill, man. It just sucks. It sucks at the end of the day.
Yeah, it kind of like even the money part. Like, come on, man. Like, money's growing on trees out here in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, these guys are going to make money. About to build a new stadium. Money is not going to be an issue.
Right.
You know what I mean? The salary cap is growing every year. So it's like, come on, pay this motherfucker at the end of the day. Like, for real. Pay. I'm not saying give him $34 million, but come to an agreement. Like, maybe go $3 or $4 million up or something.
Right.
Let's get this guy in camp and let's compete for a fucking Super Bowl. What are we doing here?
That's it. That's what's pissing me off, because especially if they're at 27, 28, come up $2 million and can we meet at 30, 31? Give him a little more than DK and keep it moving. If you're at 23, and I'm ready to fucking throw up, because it's like, bro, he's getting 23 now. He's getting 23 this year. So it's and then if Terry's asking for 34, 35, I think he's out of his mind. But let me tell you this: if we see a Schefter report in the next few hours saying Washington signed Terry for a $35 million deal, making him the richest wide receiver, and I don't think that would be making top 3, I wouldn't bat an eye, bro. Cool, whatever. I think he got overpaid, but I don't give a shit. Bring him in there. Not my money. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, right.
At the end of the day, I just want to see this shit done, bro. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man. So we'll see. Are the Patriots starters playing tonight?
I think Drake may. So yeah, Drake May's playing. I think a series or two. So if he's playing, you got to figure in at least the offensive line, and he's not going to go out there with a bunch of backups. So I think they'll play a series or two offensively. Defensively, I don't know. As far as we're concerned, I think maybe rookie and second year players, and that's all you're really going to see. You're not going to see a lot of backups. I mean, a lot of starters on our side.
Is it on TV?
National, no. I'm gonna be watching it locally because I got that situation, but I don't think it'll be on national TV now.
Oh, okay, I thought it said NFL Network, but
I think another game's on at the time we playing. I forgot which one.
Okay, nah, it's gonna be it's good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was actually a little excited about last night's game. Was kind of different. Like, I watched all of it. It was exciting. You know what I mean? Because we scored some points.
Right.
It's not like usually I turn it off like within like the first few series when I'm like, man. But last night I watched the whole thing.
Right.
And it was very, very exciting. Because when you want to evaluate some players and look at them,
right,
a whole bunch of them look at, you want to see like, okay, this is what they're gonna do, and in the situation. So it was dope.
Word. E-Money, appreciate your comment, but your shorts are little as hell, bro. Put some longer shorts on, bro. Much love to you, man.
Yeah, all the Washington fans said, "Oh, the Eagles is worried about us." You damn right. Y'all want to be in this space, baby? Y'all want to be here? Y'all want to be? We're gonna worry about you. And 15th law of power, crush your enemy totally. Yeah. They keep saying, "Oh, y'all worried about the Super Bowl?" Yeah, bro. Y'all here, right? Y'all keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna come and see y'all this year and all that." Okay. We watching. We watching our opponent. When you about to box somebody, you got to watch his moves and be ready. Same thing in football. You got to study your opponent. So we watching. Yeah. And we ready to get it on. Maybe it's gonna be later on in the year, but just like y'all watching us.
Oh yeah, you got a good eye on y'all. I mean, the last team to beat us was y'all. You know what I mean? I take that shit. I take it personal, like I'm about to be out there playing, and I ain't playing a goddamn half a snap. You know what I mean? I can't sprint right now if I try, but I take that shit personal. You know what I'm saying? We ready to work. I'm excited.
But y'all overachieved, though. I mean, it was an overachievement. I mean, you know, that was a big win against Tampa. Detroit was even a bigger win, even though they was decimated. You know, even I think even if they had their starters, y'all probably still win that game. Honestly,
I would love.
It might have been a little closer, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, well, I don't know, because you know that guy off the end, boy.
That's the one. That's
Yeah.
the one, bro. Aiden Hutchinson, boy. That if he didn't get hurt last year, he might have broke the fucking sack record. That dude, I think he was like top 10 in sacks, and he played half the games. Like that, Aiden Hutchinson's a problem, bro. And I seen it. You know, I watched Michigan. I seen it early. I was like, oh shit. So
yeah,
he that one player out of any player that might have been a difference maker. That one, because our offensive line wouldn't have been able to handle him last year. So
nah. So yeah, it's gonna be good, man. We'll see. I was trying to watch the game tonight, but I guess I can't. So I guess I catch the highlight.
If it's on, I'll let you know. But I think I'll be watching from like a local Washington CBS network or something like that.
Cool. All right, man. Well, another episode. We'll definitely holler at y'all later, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have a good one.
Much love. Peace.